been a while, but we're back in business. AEW Unmatched Series 6 has arrived at Ringside Collectibles. Let's unbox it.
Alas, I do well.
Are you ready? Did you collect action figures as a kid?
No.
I got a hell of a pack.
We're showing everybody's huge packages off here.
Perfect.
Disappointment in ruining the packaging, and now.
You want John Cena? You like John Cena, Robert?
No one likes John Cena!
Great series of interviews. Continue.
I have to know how
to share that with you.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Gotta go with the highlight of the set to start, right? Destination, Ruby Soho. I can hear you all in the audience singing the song. And here she is, Ruby Soho, with her first Jazwares AEW Unmatched figure right there. Detailed packaging, nice and shiny. See that? Perfect for Ruby Soho. There she is on the back with a great new look. Much better, in my opinion, than her previous looks. I think this is the coolest she has ever looked as a professional wrestler, and I hope she sticks with it for a long time. Let's check out the figure. Nice single hand accessory here with that back of the hand tattoo. And here's the additional head sculpt right here, a serious face, but again, really cool hair. Dig your hair, Ruby Soho. Now let's take a closer look at this clear ass kicker with an absolutely amazing action figure. I would say the Jazwares team really kind of outdid themselves, the design team, with this one. It's really kind of insanely accurate, and the level of detail that they've gone into here with the tattoos. You know, clearly Ruby's got a ton of tattoos going on here, and also the body type is just like perfectly sized for Ruby Soho, and it's a great representation of how she actually looks. So again, with that orange hair, nice tongue out head sculpt here, her gauges in her ears even, check that out, how cool. And check out her tattoos. I don't know what they are or what they mean, but there's so many of them with so much detail, and Jazwares goes all out with that. And not only that, the kind of half-legged ring gear here, very cool with the chain molded on, great little minute detail right there. That's the type of thing that elevates your wrestling action figures, right? And you can see it full on with this Ruby Soho figure. Check that out. Crazy detail, man. Crazy. Ruby Soho. Gotta pick this one up. This is a tough one, right? Santana Ortiz. You hate to see brothers fight, but sometimes it happens. You never know. Hopefully they'll kind of get back on each other's wagon later in life, or maybe more recently. But this is a tag team that I personally really enjoyed. You know, even before their time in AEW, I've seen a ton of matches with these guys, and you know, you hate when a team splits up. You never specifically know what happens, but with that in mind, hopefully, if they do come back, they look like this, because these are pretty sick, wild looks from them right here. And let's have a look at Santana first. Got the crazy inmate look, separate head sculpts. Santana, the wild-eyed guy, no doubt about that. Ortiz, on the other hand, also wild-eyed. Check him out right here. The reason I'm opening these together, obviously, is because they match. And, you know, maybe there's room for some type of face-off here between the two of them. You can turn that bad blood into an actual intense one-on-one rivalry, perhaps. There's a chair in the back, snuck right there in the back of the packaging. And Ortiz. Here are Santana and Ortiz's additional head sculpts. Very cool. You got a pony back there. Nice fro going on. Love the detail on these. And here's the folding chair with the Ortiz figure. Jazwares throwing its hat into the folding chair ring a little bit more directly than usual. Nice. Snap. Here's something you don't see every day. An additional hand accessory with a fork molded in. That's forking awesome. Here's our Rikers Island Santana, looking ready to spend some time at Rikers Island, of course, with his beating stick that it looks like he stole from a prison guard. He's got that full-on Rikers Island jumpsuit here, inmate in the front, see that? On the back, Santana, Rikers Island, that's him. Here he is. He's tucked up a little bit on his knee right there, but overall, a cool jumpsuit and a version of Santana that you won't get anywhere else. Here's Ortiz also with the inmate jumpsuit for Rikers Island. Again, with that ponytail in the back and the standard head sculpt. Ortiz, Rikers Island on the back. Inmate in the front. Now this one's a little different because it's molded. The jacket's kind of molded on a little bit with a little bit more folds in the front, I guess you could say. And the articulation's all there though, so it's not like you can't bend and split and jump and hop and do any kind of wrestling move you want with these figures. Go crazy. Santana and Ortiz together again? One day, maybe. Let's hope. Next up, a nice Mr. Brodie Lee figure, the AEW staple right here. The classic Mr. Brodie Lee in suit right here that we all got so used to on television. There he is on the back, cutting a nice promo. And we're going to take a closer look because, you know, I would say personally, I really like suited action figures. I think some people might be a little bored by them here and there, but for me it gives a different, distinct look. And if you're setting up a promo in the ring, why not have a talent that is suited, just like Mr. Brodie Lee? Some paper accessories here, one rolled up, as you can see, and a stack of papers. AEW microphone here for cutting promos, let's do it. And of course, the classic red strap TNT Championship, held by Mr. Brodie Lee. And here's the Mr. Brodie Lee figure, an incredible head sculpt, just spot on detail, looks just like him. Jazwares has always knocked it out of the park with Brodie Lee's looks, and this one is no exception. A different type of suit, as you can see, pretty dapper guy here with a wide tie. You have the articulation right there at the top of the suit with the vest. And a jacket. Now, you can't really remove the jacket or anything like that, but it doesn't matter because if you want an in-ring Brodie Lee for a wrestling match, there are plenty of other options. In this case, this is a promo Brodie Lee, and ready for a promo, he certainly is. Great shoes, love the cut of the pants on the bottom. What a sharp and stunning guy. We miss you, man. Next up, now you know there was the AEW Ringside Collectibles Jazwares exclusive King of Hearts Owen Hart, but this is the first Owen Hart in the AEW mainline. Now this is an AEW Unmatched 6 Owen Hart right here with some red ring pants, Stampede style, ready to go. There he is on the back, flexing that muscle. What a handsome guy, man. Just a staple of professional wrestling. For anyone who knows anything about wrestling, this is a man with just some of the most incredible matches that you could possibly ask for. So, we're going to unbox this and get into it. You can see Owen right here, all smiles, ready to roll. What a smiling face, and a great head sculpt from Jazwares right here. That is Owen Hart. Old school wrestling championship with that square faceplate. See that? Do you wish they were still like this? I kind of do, sometimes. Here's the Owen figure itself, the second one in a year's time. Can you believe it? Nice thick body type. He was a thick guy, ready to do some shoot wrestling. Of course, obviously, a member of the legendary Hart family, one of the most important members, many would argue, and trained in the Hart Dungeon, taught in the Hart Dungeon, Mr. Owen Hart right here, ready for an intense wrestling match. Here he is, red ring tights with 3 stars in the front, 2 in the back, and some lightning bolts on the side. That is Owen Hart right there. Tall white lace boots. We love the classic look over here on Tom's Unboxing. And Owen Hart. Last but not least, speaking of attention to detail, we have the House of Black leader, Malachi Black, right there. Check him out. Wild looking. Now, I don't know. I know many of you have seen the Supreme 2 figure, so if you don't necessarily want all the bells and whistles that come with that one, here's a little bit of a cheaper option for you to get a still incredibly detailed Malachi Black in your wrestling figure collection. The House of Black, they've been keeping busy on TV a lot more often lately, haven't they? They're getting into feuds, having matches. Can't really complain about that, so maybe it is a good place for Malachi Black after all. Remains to be seen. Let's check out the figure. 2 tattooed hand accessories here, very nice. Here's your additional Malachi Black head sculpt. Now this one is ring ready, so the other head sculpt has his entrance mask molded on. This one is the one that you'll have on if you're having a match with your Malachi Black. So, and check out the detail on this sucker. Just absolutely out of control. The headdress, the full entrance gear right here. All of Malachi's tattoos being shown off. Oh, and that this piece right here, you can see there's a snap on the side to make sure that your entrance gear is all set and ready to make your grand entrance as Malachi Black. But we're going to remove some of it so we can have a closer look. Here he is, ring ready, without that jacket on. If only he could find a way to wrestle with this mask on, right? You know, that would be something. It's probably not very practical, but pretty wild. And, you know, of course it's not removable, it's molded on. Nothing wrong with that because you have an additional head sculpt, right? But check out this dude's tattoos. Look at this frightening woman on the back of his entire back. Just so cool. If there's anyone with probably arguably the coolest tattoos in AEW, you know, it's got to be a matchup between Malachi Black and Ruby Soho, right? So maybe there's somebody else, Brodie King perhaps. Lots of cool tattoos on the AEW roster, but definitely one of the headliners of the tattoo gang is Malachi Black right here. And the detail of the color in some of these, even more excellent. So gotta dig that. Tall, kick pad style boots, a little bit of texture in the front right there, and very cool. This is a figure for the ages, once again, from Jazwares. And that's about the size of it. Here we have AEW Unmatched Series 6 from Jazwares, now available at WrestlingFigures.com, Ringside Collectibles, featuring Owen Hart, a classic favorite right here. Finally, again, seeing regular releases as a wrestling action figure. Mr. Brodie Lee in his promo cutting outfit. Beyond that, Malachi Black, leader of the House of Black, with tons and tons of detail. Santana and Ortiz with their Rikers Island jumpsuits, hopefully looking to team up again someday. And last but not least, and always first, Ruby Soho right here with a just spot-on, incredibly detailed wrestling action figure. So head over to Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com, where you can find way more wrestling action figures just like Ruby Soho. Take it home. Take this one home. Rings, accessories, anything you could want. Head over to WrestlingFigures.com. Make it all about wrestling figures.